Well, hello there, all you awesomely gorgeous people of the internet. Welcome back to another live stream with Dave. Yes, did you all have a fantastic weekend? And what about that British Grand Prix? What about it? Oh, it's just so boring. Nothing happened, did it? Nothing happened at all. I was half asleep through half of it. Anyway, moving on. There'll be lots for me and Mr. TB to talk about on Thursday. Anyway, it's time to join the lads. Let's see if there's anyone. No, there's no one. Anyway, it's time to join the chat, but it's okay because, as I've said so many times before, I am the star of the show, and all of these drivers in front of you right now are just a complete and utter load of wank. Lads!
Oh, let's get physical.
He likes it physical, don't you, Joe?
What do you
I
think
like to
about
hold it
it?
in my hand, you know.
Oh, I bet you do, you dirty little bugger.
I mean, I don't know about these kids
What do
these
you
days,
think of it,
but
Dave? I mean, not Dave, Joe. I mean, what do you think about the overall game?
I mean, not Dave. I like that. Not Dave.
Not Dave. Yeah, don't ask Dave. No. He only runs a YouTube channel called F1. Don't ask him. No. Let's ask Joe.
I think it's pretty good. I think there are some things that are different, but they're different in a way that makes sense as opposed to kind of like a bunch of question marks. So the curbs are definitely more challenging.
In order, or not all the circuits being there.
Yeah.
I know. I already put racing about rain. I already had my turn 12 incident.
No historics anymore.
Yeah, I didn't like the losing of the historics, so I went and I looked into it a bit to try to figure out what the reasoning being, and I think it mostly comes down to that they couldn't just kind of copy and paste those cars over to a physics change. They did, because those cars were a little bit. But I mean, I was curious too, Josh, because I thought that was silly. Why not just copy and paste the cars over? You know what I mean? It's the same game engine, but there was a reason for it. So, but what's on a positive note, I think some of the things are good. I mean, the curbs are definitely more of they'll unsettle the car, but if you look at the replay and you see how it does it, it makes sense. Everything makes sense. So, I've been.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with it so far.
Yeah, it's all right. So
I'm in the middle of doing the breaking point mode now.
Yeah, I put that on for about 5 minutes, and it seems cool, but it was a little uncomfortable watching the characters talk and stuff, and maybe I'll give it a shot.
I'm embarrassed to say how much fun I had doing that. I look forward to it every day. I'd say, all right, I got an hour or so today to do that.
Yeah, it seemed like a cool idea. All right, so let's see.
It's like the original Toca race driver, I've heard. That was good. We're Ryan McKay. I mean, you
I think you mean Toca. You mean Toca, Josh?
Yeah, Toca.
The Toca. It sounds like. Doesn't sound right. It's Toca, you know. Toca. I mean, that's always the go-to thing with you English. No, but that's like the go-to thing with the English guys. They're always like, we invented it. Of course you invented it. You were a country before America. You got a head start.
We invent everything. Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't invent everything, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, America's every other country, just all compiled into one. So in a way, we're you.
All you need to know is that America, in every history book in the whole wide world, in America, everything, it says America won World War II. That's all they ever claim. They single-handedly won World War II. That's it, single-handedly. They just rocked up one day and when we won, and they're like, oh great, brilliant.
I thought World War II was a joint effort between a bunch of countries.
It was, but you ultimately won. I read that. It was in the.
Hey, I didn't win anything. I wasn't even there. I didn't even show up till '87. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but
in our school library once, and it literally said it said that America won the war. So I just took it as right, brilliant.
Oh man.
Of course I knew it was bollocks, but you know, I thought, well, someone's had the decency to actually print that, and someone in the editing went, yeah, Roger, stick that in, that's fine. And then
Did you guys have that thing in England when you were a kid and you go to the school library and they let you take a book home?
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest damn thing. I couldn't get over that in like 1st and 2nd grade. Like they gotta let me actually take the book with the picture of the birds or whatever home with me, and I can look at the birds at home and then bring it back and get a new book with like turtles. I just mind blowing. I was a little kid. The fact that I could take the book home and like look at it at the house, and then I'm gonna bring it. I know.
Yeah,
when you're 6 years old, it's mind blowing. For me,
what happened when you got to 8 and you discovered Blockbuster?
I used to just ride my bike to the Blockbuster just to walk around and look at the boxes. Maybe there was nothing better to do in my neighborhood, but that was fun for me. So that was like middle school. That was like I couldn't afford the systems or the games or whatever, so I'd go look at the back of the boxes. You know, it's like, oh yeah, that looks cool. Yeah. Yep. I could look at all the horror movie boxes. You know, that was always fun.
Do you still have Blockbuster over there, or is it totally gone now?
There's a couple. I think there's a couple left, but they're basically gone.
Yeah, we lost
sad day.
Yeah, I was good too.
There's a couple stores hanging on tight, but they're basically gone. I think there's one in like
Toys R Us is one of them. I fucking saw one down by Atlanta.
Yeah, see, we lost that as well. We had Best Buy briefly as well. We had the Best Buy near us, and it was the most amazing shop I've ever been in my life. Only lasted about a year. Then
I got a Best Buy near me too. Why don't you come over sometime, Josh? I'll take you to my Best Buy. It's a nice Best Buy.
But we're not allowed at the minute because we're not allowed to travel, despite it being freedom day today in the UK. But you know, we've touched on that sort of subject.
Sore subject. All right. Whoa. All right. Hang on. Who's still waiting? Are we still waiting on here? Let's take a look. 7.
Joe.
Yeah, Davey. What's up, Davey?
I used to sell my books for crack.
Got a laugh from somebody.
First off, Dave, you can't laugh at your own jokes. Number 1. Okay? Dave.
No, I used to, no, seriously, I used to sell them for that. You remember that little those little fizzy things you get in a packet, and you used to put them on your tongue, and they used to make your tongue go all like tingly.
Yeah.
Do you remember that stuff? Yeah,
the hardcore drugs of elementary school. Yeah.
The hardcore drugs. Yeah, I mean, I was only about 8, but I used to sell them all the time, little packets.
All right, so what were you selling?
Probably worse for you than crack.
Were you selling the packets of candy, or were you selling the books you borrowed from the library?
No, I was selling the books to make money to sell these little packets of candy to all the.
Okay, Dave. Dave, how did you manage to sell books to children that could easily just go to the library and borrow them for free?
Because I was clever back then. I'm stupid.
Clever?
Yeah, I'm stupid now.
You either are clever or you're dealing with fools. One or the other. There's some balance to this here.
Or both. Doesn't have to be either or.
That's alright, Dave. I used to sell drawings to kids, believe it or not. I used to make a few bucks doing that.
Well,
that's
what nature drawings?
No, I would just draw whatever they wanted, you know.
I had a weird experience the other day involving a child. Anyway, probably came out completely
unbelievable.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I think we're all on a list right now. All right.
Josh, all I can say is I saw that story, okay, and although you were a complete victim there, okay, I can also see the other side of it as well. So yeah, can I carry on because it needs to be told?
Totally, yeah, it needs to be told. So basically, I was travelling to my nan's on Sunday. Really hot day, and I saw a lad at the side of the road with his bike tips upside down trying to fix his chain. So I thought, fucking hell, it's absolutely roasting outside. Like, I need to see if he's alright, make sure he's like not come off his bike or...
I'd have done the same thing.
He's not stranded. So anyway, I pulls over, I says, oh, you're right. And he went, oh, my chain's broken. The chain's actually not come off, it is broken, it's snapped. So I says, where do you live? I can take you home if you like, if it's you know, because obviously I don't want you out here stuck. He went, no, I can't go home with strangers. I was like, okay, that's fine, fair enough. I says, well, obviously you've got to stay here. I says, but I'll go to a local shop. Well, I said local, it was like a 15-minute round trip, but I'll go and get a split link from you from like a bike factor's Halfords we have. So I says, just stay there. So I didn't know if he was going to stay there or not, but I went back, got this split link for his bike, picked up a couple of Allen keys and everything to fix it with, and got him a bottle of water. Drove back, he was still there, fixed his bike, got him on his way, gave him the bottle of water, and off he went. That was it. I never even got his name.
Yeah.
And then half an hour later at my nan's house, there was a knock at the door, and it was 2 police officers, because the people over the road had seen me talking to a child, and all they'd heard was, would you like to jump in my car, when I offered him a lift home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we laughed it off. The coppers.
Yeah.
I got the receipt for the split link and everything still in my pocket, so I was like,
oh,
I fixed his bike for him. So, I mean, it was only like a 5-minute conversation, but, you know, moral of the story is to get the full details first, or don't offer a child into your car under any circumstance.
No, I don't think. I think you did fine, Josh. And honestly, the people that called the police did fine too. I think everyone involved did what they were supposed to do. You know, I mean, you can't assume that you were a good guy necessarily. They did their part by calling the police to check, and you did a great thing.
When he comes back and fixes the bike, you can't assume he's a good guy. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. At that point,
would have let it go.
Unless the folks are standing by the window kind of observing the whole soap opera play out. But I think what happened was, you asked him if he wants a ride, they probably saw that interaction, and then they didn't wait to see it.
I would send the cops over to that house and ask them why... I would have sent the cops back to the house and asked them why they didn't help them.
Yeah. Clearly see the kid was in difficulty.
Yeah, no, that's a nice thing you did, Josh. That's a good thing. You keep doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Well,
I mean, people are gonna...
It was fine, so, you know.
No, I mean, most 95% of people are not. So it's, you know, and the kids... Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know how old he was, I didn't know where he lived, I didn't know how far he had to go. He could have just lived around the corner for all I know, and he just wanted someone to pay him chain, but, you know.
The story's changing now, Josh. So now the kid's hustling you. He's just looking for someone to pay for his bike repairs, and he's...
I did feel hustled. It cost me £4.99 for the split link and the Allen key to fix it on, and the bottle of water. So, you know, he got a £5 out of it. So, you know, if I am a paedophile, I was a terrible paedophile. I didn't even get a feel for it.
No, I wouldn't have gotten him sweets. I would have offered him the ride, and I would have... Listen, you were a goddamn adult. How old were you when that happened? You were 19 years... You were not. You were not 17. You weren't 17. You were like 19. I was 23. You had to be 19. Alright? And you gave me a sob story. How old are you now? How old are you now? No, you're not. Okay, so the bottom line is... Good job, Josh. Good job. And Ollie gave me a big sob story about Halloween's not a big deal in England. I felt sorry for him, so I sent him some candy. There wasn't a picture of my penis in the box, so that the whole story is blown out of proportion.
There definitely was.
Definitely.
Oh,
okay, alright. Well, to that comment, how come you've gotten in so many swimming pools with me then? 2. Why does the story keep changing? The facts are always changing with you. Oh, right, so you're a victim. This age-old thing. Poor Ollie. Stockholm Syndrome.
That's a cracking answer to that, Ollie. You win today.
I'm feeling captive right now.
You weren't 17. You were, you know, what year were you born, Ollie? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can prove it. You know, if I prove that what you're saying is inaccurate, then a lot of your story falls apart. I don't want to do that to you. But you definitely weren't 17. Right? Because you were born in, what, 1991? You met me on F1 2010, so...
That doesn't mean
93
anything.
now.
That doesn't mean anything, Joe. You played that game for 5 years.
Yeah, but the longer I play it, Dave, the older he gets. If he's still born in 91, we're still working with the same spectrum. We're getting further away.
See, I'm not very good at maths, Ollie, but you said you were 25 and born in 93. I'm 27 and was born in 94, so something's gone wrong there.
Something's definitely gone wrong in the English education system. That's all But hey, you know what? You guys probably invented math, right? So what the hell do I know?
Well, it's maths with an S. Maths with an S.
Right, because nobody does one problem, they do a bunch.
Exactly.
Because the Americans are fools.
So dumb.
Oh, for
I wonder what the chutney version of would be, whatever they call it in Canada. That's just the way it is. Yeah, it's my boyfriend. I got boyfriends, sending candy to kids, the whole bit. Alright.
I am indeed.
Oh, nice. Dave, where is the heads up that you're streaming, or are we just supposed to assume the second you walk in the room?
Yeah.
You already know. I mean, you've known Dave for a long time now. You know when he enters the chat.
Did you just call me a cloth like it's an insult? What? I'm soft in the head? What does that mean? Fucking hell to you, bro, because your English sayings are insane. They're just insane, alright? Fucking Dave over here calling everyone a sponge like that's an insult.
Call people flannel.
Everyone loves flannel. That's a good thing. What? Yeah, toilet. I know what a toilet is. You call people a toilet? Somebody cuts me off. Hey, you fucking toilet. I mean, it just sounds stupid. You guys have a different way of saying words, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we say the right words in the right way and spell them correctly as well. Fucking or tomato, you know, I don't mind that, but aluminium. Can't go taking syllables out.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Aluminum. Is it what? Which one is it? Alright, so it is 7:53, so we'll go in a couple minutes. I'm curious to where Nick is. Nick's the only one I'm really waiting.
Is he going to throw away the championship on the last tour? Oh, yeah, 3-5. Wow. 4 points between us all.
Maybe he's thinking of making it interesting and missing the first race and joining for the second one.
Could be, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Could be. There's 31 points on offer in a feature race, isn't there, if you get pole, fastest lap, and the win, so...
Some good maths.
Thank you. Well done, Jim. I understand points when it comes to such as this.
Hey Joe, go to the Glen in a few weeks.
Okay.
For the race, or just go there?
Yeah,
Race weekend. The Glen.
Meet me behind the shed.
I'm thinking about trying to go.
Well, Jesus, if you're telling me to go, wouldn't you make up your mind first instead of being like, I get there and I'm like, hey, what am I here for? You know, I drove 5 hours for. All right.
Pick me up on the way.
But I will say, Atlanta was the first race I've ever been to where they actually had to fucking give cooling rags. Just because it was so fucking hot.
What's a cooling rag?
You know, it's rags that are dipped in like ice water. Just, you put it around your neck and shit.
That's cool. That's kind of what I was picturing. It just seemed kind of like
how
practical
brutal.
could that be?
It was brutal down there.
Someone is going around with like a bucket of ice around their neck and just giving you face cloths?
Well, no, it's No, there's like big tubs, like when you walk through the gate after you.
Oh, so it wasn't like the popcorn sales guy at a baseball game walking around with it. No, okay.
So
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm picturing, Ollie. I'm picturing the popcorn kid, like a 14-year-old kid, just going around with like a bucket of ice and these wet towels. And...
But that was
yeah.
That was cool though, meeting Allgaier, Bowman, and Byron. And
yeah.
Somebody have a pet pterodactyl? It's like I hear this
it says that
talking in the
I
back.
couldn't get Bowman's. I mean, I couldn't get Byron's signature because of fucking it started pouring when he was doing before he came down to sign shit. And the sign I was
like the rain.
No, this was Byron.
Oh, sorry.
No, like I had a metal sign with the Hendrick Motorsports 269th win in the 600. I was gonna get it. I got it signed by Bowman, but it started to get too wet to sign for Byron to sign it.
Wasn't it like a thunderstorm in Atlanta that weekend?
A couple.
You had a metal sign?
That's to live life dangerously.
My God.
Well, it wasn't
risking it all.
It just rained when I had the metal sign. The thunderstorms were like earlier in the weekend.
When he got the umbrella out and the big flag.
Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna make sure that Nick isn't on his way.
Yeah, and like I thought I was gonna get home and talk with.
What's that say?
There's Nick. There's Nick.
Oh, good. Awesome. Alright.
Oh, bollocks.
Literally, like when I left 7 o'clock that Wednesday night, it took me until 9 a.m. Thursday morning to get there. No, we camped right at the track. Hot. But when it was great when the sun went down. It was fucking great. And then, and then we left the track 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. Monday morning, and I got home at 9:30 at night.
Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and load over here. I just real quick wanted to...
Yeah, it was a great trip, Randy. Beautiful facility. I would love to go back.
I'll just read it off real quick. We got the one-shot qualifying, 50% race, 5 laps sprint race distance, overcast weather. Yep, everything looks good there. We got the vehicle damage reduced for Dave, and rules and flags.
And you need to make sure.
Hey Joe, I will ask you this now: is this going to be the last time on that?
No sandbag.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
So I can delete this game when we're done tonight.
Wow, I mean, what does that mean? Delete the game? I don't want to.
Delete it off my PS5 and probably never touch it again.
I suppose if you really need to make that much space.
You said what?
No, I'm not. I just the way he says it is just so depressing. Like,
what'd you say, Josh?
I said it's got a Lewis Hamilton on it.
No, I got the Schumacher edition, so mine has Michael Schumacher.
I did too, actually. I actually waited an extra couple days for that one. All right, so let's see.
2021 has Hamilton in the center.
Sure Dom is a spectator before we go, because
true.
Yeah, just jump in the car. Otherwise, there he is. Look.
He changed his spectator. Dom changed his spectator.
Dom, you there, buddy? Are you gonna talk at all, or?
I'm gonna say it's probably fucking the dog.
Let's not jump to any conclusions. All right, we don't know.
Well, I hope he's going to speak. He's bloody doing the commentary, isn't he?
Well, I mean, it's I'll have to just do the best I can. I mean, it's been tough.
I much prefer Joe, to be honest.
Contract negotiations and all that sort of stuff, and he's been running into some scheduling issues with the dog and such. So I can't speak for him. I don't know.
A dog, or is it something else?
Evidence would indicate that he does indeed have a dog. I will update accordingly if I find out the dog is just a farce and he's just gone out the deep end over there. But
be a rubber dog. Yeah, just a rubber dog.
I'd just like to add as well now, before we get into qualifying, if Nick wins the championship, he must say some words and do an interview. Oh, Nick.
Well, as you'd expect.
I like Nick. He's like the Stig of the ERL, isn't it? Man of many mysteries.
Yeah.
Always seems like a nice guy, but I've never heard a word from him.
That's why he seems like a nice guy. Could be a dick.
Well, if he doesn't say anything, I think officially he can't become a dick. He can only become a good guy because we don't know anything, so we're just going to assume the best, hopefully. And
that's what Mark Twain said.
You assume the guy based on his racecraft on the game, and he's a very clean and fair driver.
Yeah, he's a clean guy and stuff, and like plays a little guitar and stuff. And
well, we didn't know that until last week, and Hookster has missed it.
There were some insiders that knew that about him already.
Oh, alright then. Oh, I don't have Instagram. Right, good luck, guys.
Here we go. Good luck in qualifying, guys.
As they head to turn 1, Don the Man 24 seems to be out in front. Now it's the Dusty Bitten wedges in front. Interesting.
The only bit where it needs to be quiet.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Pretty clean sector 1 for most of these drivers.
Hey Don, just gotta keep it down. Just keep it in your head.
Not Joe, your microphone's a little bit low. What did you say?
It's like he's disabled.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Nothing. They got nothing.
Microphone is a little low.
You're upset about your sister, aren't you?
No. I was just settling the dog down. Alright, so sector 2.
Thanks for that riveting bit of information.
That is what we needed.
Oh my god.
Final corner. It's gonna take it. And it's gonna be Nick by 4/10 of a second.
Things have gotten real minty up front. Nick.
Right.
Well, I'm second. I didn't expect that.
I totally cut a corner, so I kind of penalized myself.
That was probably one of the worst laps I ever fucking ran.
No, that's... So there we go.
I kind of tried to gauge it, how much of a penalty it should be, without.
No, that's cool, Dustin. You tried. Yeah, that's fair enough. I got you. So Dom, you good? You ready to talk here?
Yeah.
You feeling all right? I haven't heard from you, so I just didn't know how you were feeling. Everything cool?
Yeah, I mean, a little tired, but yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Vaginal dryness.
Yeah. Okay. You tired? Like.
Yeah.
That sounded a bit affectionate.
Couple of nights.
It's tired, mate. It's
Oh God.
Now I'm gonna call the police.
Oh shit. Well, I was gonna say Dom's not known for his longevity, but I just knew that was gonna come out wrong.
What, the longevity or him?
His late night longevity has always been in question. So.
Sorry, for next week, are we doing a test session? Or...
We are, Matt. We absolutely are, and I will go over some of that stuff after we finish tonight with F2. But yeah, we'll be doing a test next week. So yeah.
Cheers.
Evening, Matt. By the way.
Yeah.
Evening. How are we?
Cheers to you too. All right, so here we are. I see Nick moving his wheels around, trying to heat his tires up on the grid, getting ready to go. And we're off.
Oh, sorry, man. I guess my pedals are still not working.
Oh, we're still having pedal issues there.
I forgot about that.
Oh, Dave! There's a fucking corner!
Somebody just ran me.
Dave decided to not use the brakes. He was from eighth.
But now you're going, but that's not
Dave,
the
oh my god.
Alright, had a little bit of an incident there, but everyone's still trucking along alright. So let's see what we got here.
I think Brennan got damage. Nick's got damage.
Was that you hit me there, Randy? Was that Randy?
Sorry, Dustin.
Yeah, I had to stop because I saw that from Dave.
Big moment from the bin and from Safety Dance.
I saw him go off the track and I followed him right off on the inside curb there.
Yeah, I caught it as well. Sorry, buddy, if I touched you there.
I was just fucking. You didn't do anything. I was just watching you. And just
watching
followed
me
you into the
I'll have
curb.
some of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're about to complete lap 1 here.
We have a spinner.
Oh, who's spinning, Dom?
It's Don the Man.
Oh, Don the Man. Well, he's normally pretty violent with his tires, so this definitely keeps up tradition. Let's see how this plays out for him as the race goes on. So up front, we got Nick in the lead. Ollie's running a nice defensive
The only advantage
line
is the only good thing is I didn't hit anything.
Very good. Nick is looking for a place to make a move here, but I don't think it's going to work there. Oh, he's close. I think that was almost contact with Ollie, wasn't it?
I didn't realise I've got damage, that's why I'm on the steering.
Both drivers keep it clean.
Yeah. Ollie was able to get a good run off that last corner and put a little bit of a breathing room between him.
Lots of understeer from the Safety Dance and the dirty air of Nick Minty.
Yeah, Nick makes a lot of dirty air, and that's been affecting Josh all race long.
There's a bit of a queue up behind Dave Hook, Matt.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a bit of a queue behind Dave Hook right now.
Does Dave even have a front wing?
Maybe not. I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Oh, look at this, and Matt moves by for him, and so now the Randy
There's a whacking that's about to happen.
Dave's gotta run now from the Randy hammer. Who's gonna drop the hammer? Oh my god, he gets very
Cue
close.
the music.
Something that you're familiar with. Hammer time.
So up front right now, it looks like it actually looks like Ollie's pulling a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, and he sets the fast track.
He is so fast down the straightaway.
I believe that Ollie's the only one that didn't get any damage
Randy,
from the
listen.
day.
Randy!
I had enough arguing yesterday over the incident.
Randy's going for a move on the Hookster.
Yeah. I'm from right wing, yellow.
Oh, Randy and Dave Hook, they're bumping wheels! Oh, Hookster! Oh my god. Matt has to take evasive action on the grass from Dave. Holy. And Randy's pulling away. Ooh. Hold on, Dave Hook, here he comes! This is gonna be no, Dave, you can't. No, Dave, you can't go up the inside. You can't go up the inside that corner.
I think Nick is running a more of a low downforce setup,
No,
and I think
damage. He's damaged.
he's damaged. Okay, because he's definitely struggling in the quick sectors.
Yeah, sorry. It must have orange. It must have orange. There's a big whack.
Big fight for 6th place. Randy leads that battle.
Pretty good race for first, second, and third, fourth. Right now, they're all together, really, depending on,
I don't think anyone's noticed that Dustin's on the alternate strategy and he's doing a blinder at the minute because he's keeping up with us all.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Well, he's actually vying for Dom's job, but we have to work through contracts and whatnot because Josh is not cheap. So here we are in lap. Oh, well, okay, that's quite the sentence. All right, so there we go. Lap 4. Ollie leads, Nick 2nd, Josh in 3rd, Brent 4th, Dustin 5th, Randy 6th, Dave 7th, Matt is now 7th, Dave 8th, Gomez is 9th with some busted pedals, 10th is MK, and Don hanging on in 11th with those slippery tires.
I think I'm lagging, guys. I think I'm lagging. Be careful.
All right, so this just in. Josh might be having some internet trouble all the way over there in
I
England.
thought it was Nick, but everyone moved then. Right, okay, just everyone jump back and forward, just briefly, all 3 cars around me then.
Oh my god.
Very, very creative line there through that chicane through Dustin, with Dustin there. I noticed that he's been taking some interesting lines, as the drivers tend to do. Creativity has been a theme of the F2 series, Dom. Would you not agree?
I would agree, yes.
Yeah, a lot of interesting decisions and sort of lines.
Ingenuity.
Yeah, there's something like that, yeah. So let's hop back up front and see how our leader's doing coming onto lap 5 here. Seems to be relatively comfortable. Hopefully he's not wearing his tires out too much. I wonder what the pit strategy is going to be in this race.
We'll see.
Certainly will. Nick just putting in the fastest lap appears to be, yes, we will see, Dom. It appears to be compensating for whatever handling discrepancies that he certainly has from the opening lap there.
Man, oh man.
He is very quick through this first sector. Nick is very fast through this first sector. It's after this section that Ollie seems to put a gap.
Oh, Dave and Matt are still side by side. Can't believe this. Oh, careful, Dave. Oh my god, a little bit of contact. And Matt has to back out again. Dave goes wide a little bit. Manages to hold on for the corner. Sorry, I want to watch the battle up front, but this is a pretty awesome battle going on back here. Oh, Dave,
Yeah,
don't go
up front things are looking really good. I mean, you got 5 cars all kind of in a line here. I mean, there's a little bit broken up 4th and 5th, but
Oh no.
Oh, Matt, knocked on the man accidentally. Oh my god.
I did not mean to do that to Matt.
No,
That was
yeah, it was
fucking.
an accident. It was because Dave and Matt were racing so fucking hard. They were walking
Like
in
they came to they fucking parked it in the fucking corner.
Dave, look.
this is the closest Nick has been to the lead up front here, coming onto lap 6.
I'll just be honest.
Not got DRS again.
I can't believe Dave got out of that car.
And I don't know how hard I hit Matt. I don't know how I still have a front wing on this car that's not damaged.
Keep going, Matt. Keep going. Dave is still up in. Oh, Dave's in the pits. Dave's in the pits now. Holy shit. Well, the 2 Pinky Winkies is still up front. Followed by the safety dance. Brett, 4th position. Dustin still on that alternate strategy, of course, in the 5th.
And he's maintaining pace.
GTP dropping the hammer in 6th. Coolest.
Randy's done a nice job this season. He's done a
Why
nice
is it
job this season
repairing
as
my
well.
fucking wing?
Oh, just in, there's a problem for John. It appears the team is repairing the wing without his permission.
For what? There's like fucking nothing.
Now he's having words with the crew.
Fucking jokes.
There you have it.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this stage.
Holy shit. I've got no in-game audio. I don't know what's going on, but I can't hear any of the cars going around. Which, I mean,
Well, I would do the noises for you, but I don't think anyone wants that. So here we go. Oh, a car is coming into the pits.
there we go. It's Nick. It's Nick.
Gomez's car is shifting quite a bit there. Nick's hit the
Nick's going
pits.
for the undercut.
Alright, there
and
we go.
So is Safety Dance and Brent. So Ollie's been caught out a little bit here as the 2, 3, and 4 are all pit.
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna. I mean, that can't be bad for Ollie because he wasn't gaining anything from the DRS. So the one that I think it might actually have hurt was probably Dustin, no? Because maybe he was getting the benefit of it, perhaps.
Yeah, but I mean, being on the alternate strategy is going to be a big advantage.
Oh, sure.
In the race anyways, so I don't think he's going to lose much.
Yeah. Question is, how long could these reds go, and when is Dustin planning to pitting to make use of them?
Yeah.
Ollie's in the series tends to go a little further on his tires, or at least push them a little further. So I'm wondering what his plan is. If he's going to be pitting to counter off what they've just done, or if he's going to try to run deeper into it.
As for Dustin's strategy, I mean, if you just reverse the logic, these drivers just pitted at the end of lap 6 going on lap 7, so if you flip that, Dustin should be pitting around lap 12 or so.
Well, I'd agree with you there, Dom, except for the fact he's going to have less fuel. So he can actually pit a little bit earlier with that less fuel on board. He can get an extra couple laps out of those reds that they weren't going to be able to get heavy fuel and such. So I would think that, you know what I mean? I'm thinking he can come in probably like lap 10 and really make some ground. But again, Randy up to third after the pit cycle here.
Shit, Don, sorry, I did not see you there.
No, there's an incident between Gomez and...
Gomez and Dom Man.
Gomez is
my.
Yeah.
He's going again. He's going again, but
I heard you say, "Oh shit," but you should have said, "Oh, I'm backing out onto the track."
I didn't back out. That's where I fucking stopped, and that's when you hit me.
Randy's talking very well of his car after he came in the pits there. He's very happy with his crew and his car. He's going to come out of the pits in 6th. Excellent. Now, I'll point out with the tire situation, Dom, it looks like Ollie's starting to pull a gap on Dustin. And that's interesting because his tires must be in rough shape right now. He's actually coming up on MK. So they're actually going to see a... There's no blue flags or anything, but he's definitely being in that pink car. He's very visible.
Well, the gap was 5.2.
Yeah,
or so.
I just saw that too. It does look like Dustin had a good sector there. I wonder if they're falling off. I wonder if the soft tire is finally falling off. And
yeah, Dustin seems to have a little bit more traction.
Yep, he's in the pits. Leader in the pits. So this is where it'll come down to whether or not that undercut Nick did is going to give him the lead. Nick is really pushing. Josh is going to try to take advantage of it with the DRS. Oh, that was so close. Nick almost sent the whole thing. That might be the difference. That might have been the difference that all he needed there.
Oh no. They are changing a wing.
Heartbreak for Ollie there, but what can you do? He's exiting the pits now. Is this the leaders on the front? It is.
Yes, it is.
Well, with the wing change, it's unfortunate, but no, it's maybe with enough laps, Ollie can make inroads because these guys do have some damage up front, I think, but it's definitely been made more difficult.
And as we've seen the past few laps, and I'm just watching the onboard now, Nick is really sliding his tires around, really beating them up.
Are you fucking...
Gap is about 10 seconds between Ice 1 and Nick. So we'll keep on.
Nick is very busy dealing with Josh right now, which...
That's right.
Josh really would like to... Oh boy, big slide for Josh, and he caught it though. He didn't lose it. He caught it over the curb of all things. My God,
over those curves.
He almost came out the camera. And in the meantime, while these two are swinging back and forth, Brent is still within range despite early troubles.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Don is.
I literally just fucked up.
Oh, that wall. I have hit that wall.
I fucking... I fucking pit entry. Pit entry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, car's clear. Pit entry for Don. Don hit the pit entry. Terrible accident.
I fucking clipped it, yeah.
Right on the inside.
Okay. Quick update.
Oh well.
Quickest lap right now is Brent, and he is not far despite a lot of trouble at the beginning of the race.
This could be a 4-horse, who knows, 5-horse race? Depends where Dustin
how many
goes
horses?
up.
Yeah, how many horses? So, that's another thing too. I mean, depending on when Dustin pits, which should be soon, I would think, he's got to try to get on those softs as long as possible to capitalize, I would think, but maybe he knows they wear out quick.
Well, you know what? Maybe Dustin's staying out because he's seeing the battle between Nick and Safety Dance on his mini-map, if you can see
perhaps,
that.
and he knows we're talking about it, so
yeah.
Perhaps he's thinking he's better off in clean air for now, but I don't know what the pit delta is or how long that takes, but I know it's got to be close to 20 seconds, if not more. So,
Yeah,
and he's going around for another lap here, so he's still trucking.
All right, so let's see. Randy still in 6th position, running a great race. Matt in 7th. Ooh, Matt went a little bit wide when I switched over to him. Dave Hook is going to be hunting him down. Oh, man. Oh, Dave's like almost within a second. Oh, Dave going over the curbs.
Quickest lap for Nick there. He's desperately trying to break the gap on Josh, but and this has been the section of the track Nick has been quickest in, and you can see that in timing and scoring. But right after this section here, he starts to lose a little bit. Whatever handling problem he's been struggling with. I mean, you're looking at the gap now. You're gonna see it kind of, and Josh has been really coming through this particular section.
Yeah. Well, Dustin, if my prediction is right, Dustin should be coming in within either this lap or the next lap. Oh no! Oh, Ollie got a penalty for track limits too many times.
Whoa! Oh, Nick's around!
Oh no!
Nick spun it, just gathered it back up quickly. Josh is going to take what I would imagine would be the net lead, depending on where Dustin falls.
Yeah, this race is far from over, Joe. This race is far from over.
Dusty stayed out again.
Dusty staying out, that's right. He figured that the drivers behind are making so many mistakes of battling that he might be just beneficial running in clean air for now, and then having the absolute best tires for the end of the race.
Yep.
I wouldn't wait too long though, I don't know. But hey, he's got the wheel.
He's got those Renault engineers helping him out from the F1 side, and we know those guys are very creative, so hopefully they've got a good plan. Nick is really pushing here, as is Ollie quickest lap, but with that 3-second penalty, it would take quite an effort to overcome that time. But I guess it depends on what the leaders decide to do, because at the rate they're racing, who knows? That was a great save by Nick, by the way, I will say. I thought for sure he was going to go all the way around. It was one of those real F1 2010-esque lazy spins. You'd know, Dom, if you've been there, but...
I did play the game a little bit.
Yeah, I understand, buddy, no worries. So, lap 12 here. Yeah, definitely. Alright, Dustin in the lead now, as the lead begins to kind of really be eaten away by the new tires. I mean, he's got to be pitting soon. I wonder if his team's tried to call him in, but the radios aren't working. I wonder if he's fighting off cats on his lap. I don't know what the problem is, but he's still trucking.
He wants to be lonely. Oh no, he's
coming in the pits. He's in the pits. Finally brings that car in the pits, and a nice pit entry it was at that. Here comes Josh.
I hope he selected the right tires. He wants to be going on the reds.
Let's hope. Nick is making a really good charge on Josh here, and he's going to have a heck of a front stretch. He's just been quick down that way. So keep your eyes on Nick too. Keep your eyes on Nick as well. He's going to make a move.
Yep. Right, about 1.7 back, but here comes Nick.
They are going to clear Dustin for now. Josh, excellently.
Josh goes defensive, yep.
Yep.
And Dusty Bin files out of the pits behind Ice One.
Yep. That was pretty crucial for Ollie to get past Dustin there, if he still has ambitions of trying to get toward the front. There is some time left in this race, and if they get to racing, you never know, but Dustin should be significantly quicker on those reds for a bit. So, here we are, 3/4 of the way through the race with Josh up front.
Red's had a really good couple of corners.
Yeah.
He's about 1.2 back. If he keeps this up, he'll be in DRS range of Nick Minty.
That's true. Josh is trying desperately to put a big enough gap. It was about 4/10 the last time they came out of the final corner, and that was close to enough for Nick to make a charge, but we'll see. Now, did they pit on the same lap, Dom? I think they did, right? So,
Correct,
not
yeah.
going to be any tire advantage there.
The top 3 have 5-lap-old tires, about to be 6 laps old.
You can just see the understeer with Nick's car there as it turns the wheel. Just looks like the front tires just cheese grating off. It's not going to be close enough to make a run into one this time. Not as close as last time. I think honestly, I think Josh might be in a good position because he's been quicker in sector 2 and 3 with whatever damage they're both contending with.
Yep.
And if as long as he can keep that gap, you know, half a second or more, it's going to be tough for Nick to make that pass.
Yeah.
Nick has to be within 3/10, and I think if he's within 3/10, then Josh could be in trouble into one.
About 5.5 laps to go.
And Brent is so tantalizingly close to getting that DRS from Nick.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's probably the last thing that Nick needs.
Yeah, all it's going to take is one fight between Nick and Safety Dances, and Brent's in the mix.
Yep. Now, I'll tell you, I mean, I you know, Dom, if I was in this situation, I'd be thinking to myself, what's the best way to win the race? And I'd be thinking, Nick is my biggest threat right now. How do I keep Nick busy? And I'd be thinking to myself, could I back Nick up to Brent? You know,
That would get political.
Could I? Well, I mean, that's you want to win the race, right? You know, he already knows he's got.
Lap?
Yeah, it's those done. Yeah, soft tires for sure. He should be getting pretty close to Ollie there.
Yeah, he's right behind him, but he can't quite make the move. At least quite yet. Oh, who's this in front? Oh, it's Gomez. Gomez lets the leaders by.
Behind is 25.7 seconds.
Brent 1.4 seconds adrift of Nick right now. Been about the same. He's got to be relatively matching lap times to maintain that gap, but
yeah, it's been about the same for the top 3 for the last 3 or 4 laps.
Josh really hustling it through that sector 2 section, taking a lot of chances, but he's also yielding the rewards of those risks with an 8/10 lead now coming into the final sector.
A little bit wide in that corner.
Looks like Matt has temporarily left the session. Well, he'll be back because he's from England, and we know England invented the internet as they invented everything else, so he'll be fine.
So Matt's going through the final corner right now. If he's not back in time, this could be a bit of a blue flag mishap.
Let's hope that gets sorted out. Let's hope the leaders are aware of the fact that Matt is not here, and he is up front. But actually, to be honest, he's joined back up. He's joined back up.
He's joined it, yeah. Oh, Dave Hook out of the pit! Oh my god, the thing.
Oh, Dave, attention to the leaders, Davey. Leaders, Davey. Dave gives them all space. They got 3 cars all close together there, Dave.
Oh, Jesus, a heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave's where he wants to be for the sprint race. I hope he gives the leaders plenty of space.
Yeah.
Because I know what Dave's thinking. Dave's thinking 8th place, right? So. So up front now, still Josh with a good gap. Nick almost lost it again. Nick almost lost it again. Nick is really trying. He's really trying with the damage that car has. The only thing the only thing that I'd be thinking right now is, are there any warnings for these guys to be concerned with?
And Dusty just got a time penalty.
Race director.
And there are. I don't know if we should say anything, Dom. I think we should keep it fair, but I will say that there's some things to consider here, so.
Oh, my sound just came back. Nice. All I had to do was pause on pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, Randy.
that slide by Nick there, I think hurt his tires. I think it hurt him quite a bit because you'll notice Brett is right there and now he's within a second. Brett close to attacking range. And it's a shame about the penalty for Ollie there, but he's done a great job of trying to claw back some of that time.
Well, he'll hang on to fourth, but the time penalty from Dusty.
It's true. At worst, he's looking at fourth. If he hasn't. So Josh up front now, starting to pull a gap. He's just got to be careful of track limits. That's really the only thing that can stop him right now, I think.
Brent is within that crucial 1 second gap.
Yeah, let's take a look and see how Brent's doing here. Go on board. He is close. It's gonna be
it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
Through the detection zone, I don't think he got it.
Well, he might have. It's gonna be. Let's check that wing.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it? Okay. But lucky for him, Nick also didn't get it. So.
2 to go. Somebody's pizza is done.
There's carbon monoxide alert.
Exit now.
Nah, Matt's way behind Dave.
It says on my screen Dave's in the pits, which I don't even know.
Whoa, wait a second. Matt is behind Dave. So right now, Matt has pole position for the sprint race. Good stuff from him. Oh!
So up front,
Dustin
Brett
and
is
Ollie.
now. Are they swapping back and forth? Brett is within a second of Nick, coming into the last lap here.
Yeah. Dusty's
Nick is
all
actually,
over the back. Oh, sorry, what about Nick?
Nick is actually going to be within a second, potentially. It's going to be tight. But even with him being within a second, I just think that if Josh can just be smooth, I don't think he can get close enough to mount a real charge. But Brett is going to be close enough to get the DRS this time.
Yep.
And Nick has got it as well, so everyone on the front stretch with DRS. Last lap, let's see what happens.
Dustin gets by Ollie, but they're side by side still. Oh boy! Oh, Ollie goes deep into turn 1.
So here we are, coming down towards sector 2. Josh still half a second lead, comfortably the part of the track he's been better in with the car that he has.
Yep.
I don't many passing zones really left, so honestly, it's going to be a pretty heroic effort for him.
Well, Nick's right there.
Yeah.
If he can just put pressure on safety dance, there could be a moment here.
Brent's right there as well, which is definitely speeding up Nick.
Dave Hook and MK are going through some shenanigans here. MK's got to race Dave for that pole position in the sprint.
2 corners to go. 2 corners to go. Here comes 3 cars under a blanket here coming to the start-finish line.
And it looks like the safety dance is going to take the win. Great race from these top 3 here.
Great race.
Let's go. Wait a second. Let's go back to Dave Hook and Matt and Cool MK. Oh, it's politics again. Oh my God.
The stewards are going to have a word about this. This is...
3 wide, you're in the middle.
You know what this reminds me of, Joe? This reminds me of
a circus. It reminds me of a circus.
Oh, Gomez is in the mix now. This reminds me of those slow races, the Olympics, the cycling event.
The race to finish 8th.
Oh well, Dave's got 8th position.
I'll weigh the points for 8th as far as grid position goes.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dustin. I'm not sure what the desire for 8th is, but Dave is going to win anyways with the race for 8th.
Dave's gonna get pole. Wow, unbelievable.
Good race,
I
Randy.
didn't mean to slide up into you there. I just couldn't brake in time that my left side tires were all over the curbs. Yeah.
I had nothing on that last lap. My tyres were absolutely shot. I went into turn 1.
Were they naked?
They were knackered. Absolutely
knackered. They were knackered.
Knackered.
Yeah, knackered. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, he said knackered.
Did someone just turn into a Doberman? What the hell was that noise? It's already. Yeah, driver of the day for Randy.
Yeah, well done,
look at that. That's a cool looking suit.
At least none of us will have to be worried about getting run over by Dave in turn 1.
Well, don't. Well, hey. Well, who knows? Who knows? But I will say the guy holding that trophy in the background is absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, Ollie, I was sick.
Fighting over 8th position when you're gonna be in the front row anyway.
Ollie, yeah, I was
extra points. Gets up for sure points. It's just stupid.
Dustin, I think that's very logical of you, and I think that what goes on for that position is illogical. So I think they kind of cancel each other out, and you get what you get. Dave again with the 8th place victory.
Hey Ollie, to answer your question, I started 6th. Dave was right behind me, and I saw him going for the dive bomb, so I stayed in the middle. I didn't even try to defend it.
Have a good show, didn't you?
Yeah, let's hope for the next 3 races things are a lot cleaner. It's no good if the.
Well, they cannot take his stuff off.
He's a Ryan Newman and Ross Chastain of that F1. Heard that.
It's fucking truly Trey.
Truly was my teammate F1 2010 all the time.
Oh, at Lotus?
Yeah.
Hey Dave, remember when I used to stick you in the Lotus in F1 2010?
Yeah.
Dave was in the HRT. I was in the Lotus.
Good times. Good
no,
times.
I was in the Renault. Was I in the? Yeah.
Yeah, you were in the Renault, Dustin. And he was in the
I was
big
the original
green.
Renault, and even though Dave claims it.
Yeah. You were the original Renault. But Dave was in that giant pickle-looking thing, and at least I could see him coming.
No, Dave was in the HRT.
Yeah,
that's right.
Didn't I eventually put him in? Didn't you eventually in the Lotus, Dave?
I don't know. No, I think I stayed in that HRT.
Did you really? I could have.
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah, I could have sworn I put you in the Lotus, but maybe I'm mistaken. All right, guys, here we go. 5 laps at Hungary. Looks like it was pretty tough to pass in the feature race, so let's see what happens.
All right, here we go. Green, as these drivers roar to turn 1.
Yep, here we
Matt
go.
tucks in behind Dave.
Boy.
Oh boy.
So, did we get through turn 1 there? It looks like we are through turn 1 for now.
Looks like it.
So I'm inside check.
Ooh, bit of contact there. Don was not clear there, but that's close racing. Hopefully.
Nick and Brent side by side through that high-speed corner. They get through it cleanly.
Great first lap. Keep it up.
Oh my God! What the hell is happening in the front here? The chicanes. Oh
my God! That was something else.
How the hell did Dustin manage to get through that?
Oh my God!
I don't know what I'm looking at, but
ice one around the outside of Dustin. That was Oh, Don the man in the background and Nick go wide.
Okay, there
Dude,
we go.
that was a maneuver to fucking dodge Brent.
Let's all keep our heads about us. Dave is pulling away, so let's all get our shit together here. Dave's laughing in the background, thinking, keep it up.
Let's see what happens here. Ice One and Safety Dance are pretty close to each other here. Dave Hook with the fastest lap of the race.
I took a screenshot of that for him.
Oh, almost a bit of contact between Ice One and Safety Dance. Oh, my goodness. Almost. Ice One almost had a look down the inside of Safety Dance. There's so many close battles on track right now.
Yeah,
it's hard
I know.
to pick and choose. I'm riding on board with Nick because I can see Dustin and Matt.
Ooh.
Oh, Randy's round. Oh, Dustin with a big lazy slide that opens the door for Nick, who goes around the outside.
And then Dustin
Oh,
back
they
around
touch.
Nick.
They touch. Sticky Baby throws her bony. It's all madness.
Oh, God. Well.
Oh boy, okay.
Randy's giving himself a pep talk halfway through the sprint race. In the meantime, Josh is within a second. Ollie's closing up to the whole pack here. Dave is definitely shitting bricks now. I can see the bricks shitting out of Dave as he goes down the front stretch. You see that, Dom? You see the bricks falling out?
I see him. I see him. Dave hits a very nice corner. Dave's on the reds too on my screen. Is that correct? Hold on. Let me
I
look
couldn't.
at
I could not tell you what the...
Apparently, if you do a two-stopper, you get reds.
Oh, shit.
Well, those reds are going to be pretty lousy by lap 4 or 5. Josh is right there.
Josh is right there, and
Ollie's close.
Ollie's right there too.
This is look at the top 4. It's all England right now. Look at this. England 1 through 4. Where the hell have the Americans gone?
Dan's going a bit wide. He gets a bit squirrely. Ice One is right behind him, putting pressure.
Yeah, but this is it right here. They're gonna have a good run on Dave here coming down the front stretch. The problem is, oh, and I hate to say it, passing Dave can just be something else. And the thing is, I'll be honest, I like... Oh, no! There's some... They gathered it up, I can't believe it! There was a bottleneck there, and it looked like Josh had to slow down a bit for Dave. Ollie tried to slow down some, there was some contact. Dave's still going. There's 2 laps to go. Is there any damage?
Oh, man.
Ollie has damage confirmed from the radio, but
gonna be looking for a move on the Dusty Bin.
Dave is still in the lead by about a second, but Josh is closing. Josh is gonna have another shot on. Dave's tires are gonna be going off now. Based on what Dustin was talking about in the feature race with the Reds, they don't last. Josh is gonna definitely be on the better tire by now. And he's closed up significantly. I still think Ollie, Dustin, Nick, they could be in a good spot here. Ollie could be in a good position.
Oh boy!
I don't envy the position that Josh is in to try to make this pass. He's gotta make the move at the right time, I think. Too early, and it'll give Dave a chance to come back at him, and too...
Yeah, well, yeah, if he waits too long, then... Oh boy!
He's looking for it. Okay, that's definitely one place to try it. Dave has definitely been struggling going here. Oh boy!
Oh.
And there's a lap car up front here.
Ice One is right back in it. Right back in it. Who is the lap car? It's Brent! Oh God Almighty! Wait, what's going on with Brent? I don't understand.
Brent seems to be having some throttle troubles here. Yeah, there's definitely some throttle issues.
Stick to my stomach. Safety Dan's trying to go around there. It's a white flag. It's a white flag.
Oh boy, here we go. All right, no, we need legible. We need audible.
Okay.
Needs to be understandable. He set him up real nice there. Josh is gonna have a heck of a run down here. Oh, he's closed the gap up. Oh, I just hope these guys all come back. Okay, careful, careful! Dave's around!
Save it!
I know! It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen.
No!
Dave sent it in there.
Oh, my heart! Oh, it's just broken.
Well, at least it's working. Somebody check Dave's heart there. Dropping back to 4th.
Oh no! Now Dave could lose in the position. The dusty bin. This could be political.
In the meantime, Josh having a very good time in Hungary.
Oh, here comes Dustin. He's got a big run on Dave. No, down the inside.
Oh, Dustin's gonna take it. And here comes Dawn. Nobody wants to be Dave's friend today.
Oh,
oh, base end by Dawn. Josh is gonna come to the line.
Oh my God!
Oh no! Gas it up, Dawn. Gas it up. Gas it up. Back it. Put it in reverse or something. Get it across the line.
Man.
Unbelievable.
I looked in my rear view mirror and saw Don spinning out before the line.
Yeah. He sent it. He sent it.
I just can't believe. I just can't believe the rotten luck of Dave Hook. Oh, he was leading the race for 4 out of 5 laps.
Well, I mean, I would say Dave ran a pretty good race, and I think that, I would say luck had anything to do with it. It was a good race, and, I think Dave did a good job,
Hookster, I need an interview with the Hookster.
Yeah, see if you can get a word with Hook. Let me just get a quick in with the winner in both races here in Hungary. Josh, how do you feel?
Happy about the feature, not that happy about the sprint. I'm sorry to Dave, I didn't want to overtake with contact. But I had the run.
You know what they say?
I had to try it, and it was either that or I was going to get mugged by Ollie because I was on the outside, and I thought Dave was clear.
Yep, you do have to try it. It is a race, so there you go. And it's just an extra bit of salt in the wounds for Dave. He gets to look at your outfit. All right, Dom, can you get a quick interview with Dave before he storms off?
Dave Hook, you had the lead on the white flag lap. I mean, how sweaty are your palms right now, and what are you feeling?
That's a weird question.
In the loo.
Dave?
Dom, try a different approach. He seems to respond better to women.
Okay. Oh, hey there, Davey boy.
I shouldn't have asked.
You were out ahead, but you just couldn't.
What are you supposed to be, Bob Dylan? What are you doing? You're supposed to be a woman, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, you were out ahead, Dave, but you just couldn't seal the deal.
It's just gets worse and worse.
Jesus Christ! Forget it, Dom. Forget it. It's too much for you right now, okay? If I need the call center guy, I'll ask, okay? Actually, no, he's got a call center guy. That's pretty funny, but so there you have it, Josh.
How much time do we have until Abu Dhabi? Stinky Baby's staring me down like she needs to rip one.
I can't imagine what that looks like. Go ahead, Dom. We got a couple minutes. I mean, I'll cover for you. I mean,
she's literally staring into my soul.
Yeah.
Friend Stinky Baby.
This dog, Stinky
The internet
Pussy.
is going to respond.
It's
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go tend to Stinky Pussy. So there you have it. Hungary. And I've lost my co-commentator to, well, as you heard, Stinky Baby.
You lost your co-commentator to Stinky Baby.
Yep. Just so much to digest after that race. Let's see if we can get a word with Dustin. Seems like he had a good race. Dustin, you have anything you want to say? All right, there you have it. From Dustin. Excellent stuff. Okay. How did your race go? All right, let me know when you're back. I asked how your race went.
It went all right. I had a good battle with Nick. And I passed 3 cars in that chicane illegally, and then I gave them back. And then...
Okay.
Yeah, that was the highlights. Even though, I'm going to say I did not get an illegal overtake warning. I just felt shitty about it.
That's very sportsmanlike. Everyone likes that,
Of course, they would have passed me back eventually anyway. I'm not faster than those guys, but...
Now you finished 4th in both races, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, good result then. Because if I'm not mistaken, you were actually doing pretty good in the points too. So, did you get a view there, Dustin, of the incident with Dave in race 1? Did you happen to see any of that?
Which incident?
Good question. The one where Dave didn't stop going into turn 1.
Oh, yeah, I did get a good view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insight.
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop. I heard crunch, 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 and the domino effect of Dave coming through.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was basically, I don't know who he hit, but I know he hit one guy.
Everyone. Yep.
And then he hit the next guy, and then those guys hit other guys.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it was a controller issue or a Dave issue? Because we've heard rumors he's had some controller problems.
What kind of controller problems? Does he have a bad controller? I thought he got a new one from Jamie.
People think your brain is supposed to control things.
I don't. Did he get a new controller? This would be.
Jamie made the trip and dropped his controller off, I believe. So I think.
Wow. Okay, so this is news to me. That's.
Dave. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like this is Dave. If you could, do you have a comment about turn 1 there? What was the trouble for you?
There's no reply at all.
No, you just hear the.
Hell no, it's a driver issue.
All right.
Subtle noises. Dom,
we got a
back?
big poop from Stinky Smooch.
That's fine. That's fine.
And,
yeah, you don't have to tell us.
We're all happy.
Photos.
Excellent.
I'll take some pictures for you later, Gomez. It was so nice. It was like nice, smooth logs. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the hard, clumpy ones.
Hey, Dom, can you do me a favor? When you take the picture of the dog shit later on tonight, can you make sure your dad's watching from the window? I really want to picture. I want to picture the look.
Coil.
The look on his face as he watches you take video of your dog's dried up shit from a few hours ago, because I think that makes me laugh almost as much as the time we watched you cut the grass. That was also him and I had a good laugh that time. I felt that was a bonding moment.
Joe, while you're on this topic,
Yeah.
Explain what happened when Dom cut the grass while we're on this topic.
I think it was the first time Don had actually used Dom had used a lawnmower, and I mean, not to make fun of the guy, but it was, most people grow up cutting the grass, right? I thought, I mean, you just cut the grass. You learn it when you're growing up. You have to take care of the yard, I guess. And I watched this guy do something, kind of looked like cutting the grass, but and then all the grass was shooting out the side of the mower, and instead of shooting it away from his mother's garden, he shot all the grass into his mother's garden, which
my
was
father's vegetable garden.
Oh, it was just unreal. And your dad has such a good sense of humor. He recognized that he was witnessing comic gold, and it was just something else. And well, I forget. Did you actually finish cutting the grass, or did it get put to an end? What happened there?
I think I just cut the perimeter, and that's it. Like once my dad saw me do that.
Did Dom get in trouble?
No, his dad is like the easiest going guy I've ever met in my life. I can see how Dom is what he is, like, you know, easygoing, nice guy, but like Dom's grass cutting was shit. Like, it was insanely shit. It was like he'd never seen a lawnmower. It was brutal.
It was the first time I used a lawnmower in like bunch of years. The last time I used a lawnmower, I got hospitalized. Okay.
Oh no.
But not for the reasons you would think, Randy. Not for, like, he didn't trip and run himself over with it. I think the dandelions took him out. It doesn't matter.
Can I tell the story real quick? I'll summarize very quick. Basically,
Ollie's peeing, so you got a minute. He's got a lot of pee in him.
Okay, well...
Yeah, my pedal's still...
Basically, my dad was a contractor for dealerships and stuff in the area, so this one dealership had a big grassy field behind their building. And so it was my dad and I's job to go and, you know, rent a ride-along mower that the company got and cut the grass. Like, cut this tall, messy grass. So I'm riding this thing. I'm having a great time. My dad is, like, just going through the field, like, clearing rocks and stuff so that I don't, you know, cause damage or whatever. And then, you know, after the job was done, I'm wheezing and, like, I'm really huffing and puffing. And, yeah, I mean, like,
This was before he got the dog.
And I got home... and my breathing was getting worse and worse, and so I went to the hospital because I was having asthma issues. The grass caused an asthma attack, pretty much. So.
And that's not alright. That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Right.
Basically,
for a funny story, and we got a sad tale.
I thought he was gonna say something like he ran the lawnmower into the fucking building or some shit.
No.
Or fucking fell off the lawnmower.
You know, if this race goes well, I might tell you guys about the time that he did a workout with Steph and almost died. Anyway.
No. Almost died.
Steph called me in the room and said we might have to call an ambulance. So
no,
I mean,
come on, she didn't say that.
Yeah, she did. She thought you were in your final moments. And we
so you trying to keep up with Steph?
I was having, Joe had cut the grass the day before
what?
or whatever.
What are you blaming this on me? Are you crazy?
Yeah, I'm blaming this on you. Yeah, you probably cut the grass either like that morning or the day before, and it was getting in my lungs, and then Steph tried to kill me. She tried to finish me off. Both of you tried to kill me. Oh, no. You weren't even there, Ollie. You weren't even there.
He did my wife's daily workout. She does it like 5 days a week.
Yeah, it was like cardio shit. Alright, well, now I walk with Stinky Baby all the time.
There we go. Alright, so now
anyway,
let's head over
to...
Yep, now let's head over to Abu Dhabi. Yeah, it's Daisy, not Stinky Baby or Stinky Pussy. The Stinky Pussy and Stinky Baby are the names, the horrible names. Yeah.
I don't care what you guys say.
Yeah, that's it, Dom. And it's a fine name. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it does kind of sound like a name you'd give like a prize milking cow, but it doesn't matter. It's still a good name. Is Randy going off on now? Oh, God. All right.
Medic.
Final race of the F2 series. We got the feature at Abu Dhabi.
You ready for the game after this?
We're not doing the sprint, are we, Joe, now?
Well, we are doing the sprint. Final track. Okay, Josh. I must not have mentioned you enough in the previous session. I did send you that nice picture of me in the bath. I thought that would have made up for it. But
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
That was delicious.
Yeah. Delicious. Delicious is not the adjective I wanted, but yeah. That's where it got weird for me. That's where it got weird for me in the messages. All right. No, it's just the comments,
Saw his own toes. He's like, God, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. I like how Jamie chimed in and yeah, Wicket. Don't even know what that is. Well, my legs aren't hairy. Anyways, here we are in qualifying. Here we go is right. I'm gonna ride on board with the dustiest of bins right now.
All wrong.
I am also by contract obligated to ride on board with the Safety Dance 94.
He does have the biggest sponsors of the series.
Oh, Don.
Don is retired from the session.
Oh yeah, I wrecked it in the right-hander.
Oh,
I caught the
there you
curb
have
and
it.
wrecked it.
Turns out it's crashed in turn 12.
No, that's actually turn 3, thank you.
Well, if you times it by 3, it's 12. No, it's 9. Times it by 4, it's 12.
There's your maths again. All right, hey, just drive the car, Josh. Just drive the car. Don't do the maths. Just drive. Yikes.
I will ask, are you guys getting to turn 3 wide open?
No, I had to lift. That's what I made the mistake.
Oh yeah. I tried going through it wide open. I tried going.
You're just going to lose so much time everywhere else.
I was just seeing how you guys are getting through there.
Damn it.
Are you guys using traction control for these cars? I'm just asking.
I've got semi.
Like medium? Medium?
Too much. A little too much in it. Oh, there it goes. Here we come to the line.
Oh, wow.
Oh, excellent. Excellent lap by Ollie. Puts it on pole.
Nice one, Ollie. Hold on. I've not had a pole.
Well, okay. Again, Josh, the innuendos are painful right now. I mean, it's settle down.
You're welcome. I'm on fire.
Well, you beat me, Randy. I retired, so.
Wow, look how close it was. And one of the more up-front drivers really struggling there in 6th.
Yeah, that ball's let up.
What the hell happened to Dave? What? Dave, did you pull over and grab a hot dog? What happened? Oh, yeah, that's right. That makes sense. You gotta come on, Ollie. They could sell turkey. They could sell turkey ones. Oh man, I love turkey hot dogs. Oh. You remember that disgusting hot dog I ate on that freaking boat? So fucking gross. Don't buy. Just a pro tip: don't buy hot dogs off of a freaking boat. It wasn't $10. Come on. Oh, okay. So it's 2 hot dogs. It's expensive hot dogs off of a little ferry. I don't eat the buns. I don't eat the bread. I like to eat the meat, not the bread. So, any predictions, Dom, heading into the race?
I think it'll be a close one.
Predictions. Dave tries to be heroic entering turn 1.
I think Dave's got his heroics out of the way here. I think he's ready to turn over a new leaf here.
Yeah.
Keep it clean off the start.
Because I think he is ready to turn over a new leaf.
Clean start here. As he head into turn 1, and boy, that was clean.
Oh, Dave. Oh no, Randy, I think spun round.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Dave's getting battered like a souffle. Oh, Don's a spinner again.
Dave Hook has just a stone.
Wow.
Don't go near him.
Tight racing up front.
This is top 5, top 6.
This is tough stuff here. It's gonna be drafting is going to be crucial coming down here, and Nick is tucked up tight there.
Speaking of tucked up tight, Dave Hook is tucked up tight right behind the geese the tails of a dusty fin. Oh, Dave breaks
No,
early.
he's behind Matt. He's behind Matt there.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I was on board with Matt. I was like, wow, that's very, that's very good of Dave, but I mean, that's explaining why. Oh, I'm sorry, David.
Josh gets by Nick somehow. I thought Nick was going to be making a move on Ollie, but Josh is squeezed by.
Yeah.
I heard during the qualifying session, Dom, that he was struggling with being semi-erect. So let's hope that doesn't impact his ability to race tonight. Very close up front right now. Looks like Ollie driving for a new team this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nice looking car, that. Brent
Brent's
making a run on Nick.
Yeah, Nick's under pressure here.
Yeah, he is, and he was going for the lead, it looked like, coming down the backstretch. So Nick clearly struggling a little bit in the latter sections of the lap, but tends to get his shit together before the end of these things anyway, so. Now they have put now the top four have put a little gap on Dustin, which...
Big moment from Brent, and he saves it. Incredible save from Brent.
Did he make any contact with the wall?
No, he almost did, though. That was an incredible... I got that on stream. That was an incredible save.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the video of that, because I only saw the aftermath when it looked like he just shot out of space.
You know, if you run wide turn 3, the curves get bumpy there. That's exactly what happened, and his car was bouncing up and down like crazy. Went into a half slide and saved it. Incredible reactions from Brent.
So here we are, up front with Ollie. Got about a second lead over Josh, but I can imagine that Josh does not want to see that remain such a large lead as we head toward the third lap of DRS. Nick closing back in on Josh, as I kind of figured he would start to get the hang of it here, but he did seem to struggle the first time around through Sector 3, so we'll see how he does.
Good
Ollie's doing...
Nick.
Yeah, Ollie's
doing great.
Really cooking it now. He's...
Oh, safety dance a bit wide.
Yep. Nick is not quite able to capitalize.
Yeah.
Now here comes Brent after that crazy save and ruining his underpants, is closing back in on Nick. And Dustin is closing up a little bit here. He's not quite as lonely as he was a minute ago.
That's still hanging around Dustin, too. Less than a second back from him.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on
Dave
the
Hook's
softs.
getting a bit lonely, unfortunately.
No, I'm sure he'll find somebody soon enough.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between
Still
you and the
very... Oh, safety dance does the same thing Brent did last lap, and he also saves it.
Yeah, a lot of understeer through those corners. It looks like the drivers are struggling with right now. I think just about the only driver who's not struggling appears to be Ollie, who's now out to a 2.5 second lead.
Yep, he's got a comfortable buffer to just manage the tires now. And
Nick's going to have a run here going into the braking zone.
Yep.
Will he take it here, or will he save it for the backstretch?
Might be saving it here. Brent's closing.
Actually, look at this, Dom. They're going to be double DRS coming down this stretch here.
Yep.
Josh could be in real trouble. Oh, there's going to be two of them.
I think the gap's big enough.
I don't know. No, it's going to hold. You're right, but. Oh, so close. Josh sliding everywhere at the back of the car.
Lots of pressure on the safety dance. I mean, Brent's right there too. Dustin's almost closed the gap to 1 second. He was about 1.5 back at the start of this lap.
Yep.
And Matt's right there too. I mean, if these three continue to battle, it could be 5 battling for second place.
Yeah, at the rate these guys are going, the only thing that's going to stop Ollie in this race is going to be penalties, which unfortunately track limits have been a bit of an issue for him in the series.
Yeah.
But
good exit from Nick. Good exit from the corner.
yeah, not much of a passing area, and I can imagine Nick is going to wait it out till they get to the straightaway out there. But we'll see. This has been such a tough corner every lap so far. Let's see how they manage it. Brent gives himself a little bit of space, and I think it actually kind of worked for him because he must have had more air on the front wing because he's close right back up to this group.
Wow. Dustin's right there now, too.
Yep.
It's a four-horse race.
Pass me back, MK. Pass me back.
What?
Pass me back.
There you go. So here we go, coming down the straightaway, 3/10. That's gonna be.
I didn't expect you to go wide like that.
Here comes Nick, a tenth and a half.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna go for it here. This is exactly what Brent wants to see. This side by side is gonna bring these two right into it.
Ooh, a little bit of a touch. They touch. And Brent's right there now.
Who's gonna get the DRS? Josh has the DRS. Brent's got the DRS, and Nick is gonna be left hanging.
Oh my goodness.
Brent tucked right up behind Josh. Brent's got all the momentum.
Ooh, good stuff, good stuff.
Close stuff there, but everyone keeps it clean. That's great to see.
While all this is happening, almost a 5-second lead. Now it is 5 seconds for Ice 1.
Yeah, it's a large lead, but you know what? I wouldn't rule out something just yet. Anything could happen, and as you saw with, Brent sliding there and various other things. One spin out.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Brent really tried to attack. Ooh,
Yeah, after this
Brent
race,
really tried to
Josh's
attack.
ass is going to be sore.
Yeah. Well, he sure isn't. He sure doesn't have a semi anymore.
Are you implying he'd be more flaccid or more erect?
Yeah, he's
after all these guys being behind him. I
there's
don't see where you're
nothing
going
there
with this.
anymore.
So he's flaccid.
Yeah, no, he's flaccid now.
Okay, I just didn't know what you were implying of him. He does sponsors and stuff like that. So gotta watch what we say.
Release.
Certainly don't want to imply that all this attention he's getting from Brent is providing him any sort of stimulus. So here we go down the backstretch.
Oh, Nick
Josh.
with a good exit on Brent.
Yep.
See these
It's gonna be a drag race.
Everyone's got DRS, but poor Josh, no DRS, just the clean air on the nose. Dustin, very, very well accompanied tonight. He's had a lot of time with some friends, and
Yep.
loneliness has been a problem for him, but it isn't tonight.
Ooh, good stuff from these two. Nick going for a move. Dustin is right there now. It's
Yep.
between Brent, Nick, and Dustin.
In the meantime, Josh is finally getting a moment to breathe.
Oh, Dustin on the outside. Nick down the inside. Wow, good
Excellent
stuff, good
racing.
stuff, good
This
stuff.
is such good racing for this track. These guys are doing a great job. This kind of reminds me of the first race in this series where it was just crazy competitive back and forth. Josh is running for his life now. Ollie, in the meantime, he's out in the weeds. He's gone. Assuming he doesn't take it into the pit wall, which we I don't know if you know this, Dom, but we had an incident earlier in the series where one of the drivers actually collided with the pit wall.
Oh my.
It was terrible. Driver was
Yeah,
okay, but understandably upset.
What are you talking about, the race at Hungary?
Speaking of pitting, Safety Dance and Nick Minty into the
They hit an
pits.
early pit. Oh, this has got to be a chance for Brent. He's got to really push this lap to try to
Negate the
cover
undercut.
off.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
no. Don, the man's hit something
It
else, and
goes
it's a penalty.
from bad to worse. Oh my goodness.
Don't get him started. Because he'll tell you what he hates. So Ollie out to what appears to be nearly a 7-second lead.
My God.
But let's see. I mean, those guys came in the pits really early, did they not?
Yeah, well,
You're into P8. You've taken
10 laps
P8.
on the softs and 10 laps on the mediums and 6 on the softs. That sounds about right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's super soft and soft. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And so there you have it from our producer, Knucklehead, over here. Can't get his thing straight, so...
My thing goes straight.
No, let's not do it. Let's not touch it. Let's leave it right where it is.
I don't want you to touch it. That's disgusting.
Up front, we have Ollie on lap 6, doing an excellent job. Really, and I kind of expected this from Ollie. This is definitely one of his favorite tracks, and I think that makes a difference. If you like the track, you tend to do a little better at the track. If you go into it with a different attitude. Brent, second place. Dustin having a great run.
What, Randy?
Question is, where? Where? Ollie's in the pits. So Brent stays out for another lap, interestingly enough. So does Dustin. That's interesting.
Dustin's on alternate tyres again.
Oh boy, that is not what Brent wanted to hear. Although I will say, during the other race, I don't think it was quite the advantage I thought it would be. And so we're with Safety Dance right now. Josh, as he's known by his friends, in 4th place. He's going to be coming up on Ollie here, but I don't think
Ollie's clearing him.
Yeah, Ollie should be clear. But the real question is, where does this put him in relation to Nick and Brent? And it looks like Nick has been caught behind a car that hasn't pitted yet.
Settle. Good girl.
You okay, Dom?
Yeah, just getting SB to settle.
Okay, Brent is under the heat now from Dustin, who's closed up a little bit here on those tires, but
Nick and Matt are in a heated battle.
Nick's got to go. I mean, Nick was racing Josh, but
yeah,
Josh has been able to squeak away.
Matt's defending the position. Oh my goodness! Nick really trying to throw Matt off.
Oh, a little bit of contact there, I think. Unless it was my camera angle.
Oh, there was a bit of contact.
And up front, we got Dustin is going to go to the lead as Brent hits the pits.
Round the outside goes Nick. Nice move.
Here comes Ollie. He should easily take the lead here. Oh, it looks like the coolest of MKs has received a 3-second time penalty for...
Good, that gets him off my ass.
Hookster going to be the corner.
Well, he's off Don's ass, so Dustin out front again, doing the alternate strategy. I mean, have to see how that plays out. Now, if I'm looking at Ollie here, it looks like Josh has closed up quite a bit from that pit cycle. He was 5 seconds back. Now it's half of that. So 2. When you oh, I meant before you pitted. Yeah.
Brent making
you're doing good.
The move on Matthew 7657. But Matt 7657 gets a good exit and DRS. Will he pass him back?
I wonder what his agenda is right now. I mean, is he pitted? He hasn't pitted, has he?
I don't think he has.
He pitted early. He pitted one lap before everyone.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
yeah. Wow. So forgive me. I didn't realize. I thought perhaps Matt hadn't pitted yet.
Oh no, yeah, everybody's stopped except for the Dusty Bin.
Oh wow, look at that. So we're just waiting to see what Dustin plans on doing here. Is he, bit of an old storyline now, Dom, but clearly decided to make himself lonely. I mean, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you ask me.
I would agree.
I mean, complains about it, but yet here he is, way on his own, so, you know. There you have it. Nick with the quickest lap, trying to make up for some lost time. But quite a bit of time lost, actually. What is it? 3 seconds now behind Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, 2.5 seconds, 2.3 behind Ollie. Only halfway through the race, but that close racing we had at the beginning is kind of spread out quite a bit after that pit cycle.
Yeah. Now we just wait for Dustin to pit. We'll see where he files up here.
Well, I'm thinking just based on being out there so long, he's going to have to fall back to at least behind Matt. No?
Maybe not that far. Maybe behind Brent.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think the pit stop delta might be like 25, 26 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Oh, jeez, Dustin did some Tokyo drift there coming off that corner. Held it. So those tires must be on their way out. Is he going to go another lap? It kind of looks it. Well, he likes the way it felt. He's going to go another lap.
Wow. Brave man. Brent is closing the gap a little bit to Nick Minty. The gap was 1.5 a few corners ago. Now it's 1.3.5.
Yep. Yeah, Nick's really hustling it off some of these corners in Sector 3. And I wonder if that's going to... Yeah, Brent just put in the quickest lap.
There we go, Brent. Yeah.
I have to say, though, Josh is... he's been able to really make some good use of the... Oh, there's the 3-second penalty.
There it is.
We mentioned it earlier in the race. It's been the nemesis of him.
And this opens the door for the safety dance to take the net lead here.
It does.
Unbelievable scenes here from Abu Dhabi.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. Ollie's just going to have to...
Oh, fuck, that was close.
He's just going to have to put the pedal down and try to stretch that gap. That's all he can do. He can't get the penalty back, so...
I almost had a disaster in turn 3 again.
Now, who's on fresher tires, Dom? Do you know? Is it Ollie or is it Josh?
Whoever put it last.
Ollie has one lap fresher tires.
Okay, so hopefully that...
Freshest tires on the grid is Brent right now until Dustin pits.
Okay. Well, I bet Ollie's hoping that those fresher tires come into effect toward the end because he's gonna need to get some time back on that one.
And Dustin's going in. Dustin's going in now.
All right, Dustin hits the pits.
Dustin hits the pits and the stinky baby sits up.
Yep. So up front right now, it's still...
Hey Dave, are you playing this race for 8th shit again?
Let's ride on board with the Hookster.
Slowing down up there. No way.
Yeah, because I'm catching them. No, the shit was just like 15 seconds ahead, just a couple laps ago.
Well, we're riding on board with the Hookster, and I mean, it looks... Hold on a second. There's some half throttle going out of that corner there. And this is some of the smoothest braking I've ever seen from the Hookster.
Dave, just tell him your throttle doesn't work right like I do. It works. They buy it.
He's lifting and coasting. He's
trying to save some fuel. He's trying to save a little fuel.
Oh,
I will also point out, up front, Ollie has been able to extend that gap to a safe margin for the time being. Not a big margin, but
Oh, Dustin and Matt! Dustin and Matt! Oh my goodness, Dustin and Matt!
Yeah, because there's
Side
no
by
way
side.
I caught him by 9 seconds in 3 laps if he was racing fucking...
Yeah, bad.
Dustin and Matt are side by side right now.
Yep.
Dustin gets
with the
by.
fresh tires.
Yep.
Nice pass to the outside, and he's gone. He's back after Brent now.
And you just gotta wonder if Dave Hook's fingers are getting tired, because I've seen some questionable inputs from the Hookster through some of these corners.
Yeah, I was a fucking second faster than him in Sector 1.
Look at these, he's so ginger on the throttle.
Nick, in the meantime, is actually starting to make inroads on Josh, which is definitely not what Josh wanted to see.
To catch me. Oh, he's still there. He's there.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Dom. It's very plausible that Nick wins this race. If he can catch up to Josh
Yeah.
and pass him, and anything else happens to Ollie with that very minute gap he has of a 6 or 7 tenths right now over the penalty, Nick is still somehow in contention to win this race despite the gaps.
On the flip side, on the contrary, if Nick and Safety Dance fight too much, that'll only help Ice 1, and he might be able to stay above that 3-second penalty gap.
Yeah, for sure.
So things are starting to get interesting.
I can imagine that that's more likely how that's going to play out. I can't see that either one of these guys is going to let the other one go for lap time's sake, because then they sacrifice winning the race themselves. So
yeah,
they must just be hoping that Ollie's going to rack up another few warnings.
Incredible pace from Don the Man, who has closed the gap from 5 seconds to 2.1 in an entire lap. I mean,
well, Don's a fast driver. If the tires stay on the car and the walls stay away from him and the pit lane stays unbarricaded, he's a quick guy.
Dave, what? You can't hide from YouTube, Dave. You son of a bitch! I see everything you're doing. Oh God. Now remember, Don
Nick
the
down
Man
to 1
still
second.
has that penalty. Yep, 1 second for Nick. He's inside it now.
Less than a second.
So with these last 4 laps, it's all gonna come down to, can Josh or Nick get within 3 seconds without fighting each other for too long or too much. And Ollie is desperately gonna try to stay in front of the other second by 3 seconds.
Frighteningly close. Another thing to consider is, will the DRS of these cars allow them to gain on Ollie? Well, the fact that they can DRS each other a little bit.
Well, it could hurt Ollie, that's true. Any mistake is going to be crucial here. Nick does get DRS.
Nick does get the DRS.
0.5 of a second between Nick and the safety dance.
A good result in this race here will surely secure the championship for Nick, which he's had a great season in the F2 this third run out. I think a good point score will fairly certainly lock that up for him. But he still would like to win the race, but we'll see how that plays out. Not many laps to go, and it just depends on how he handles Josh.
Dave Hook just gets passed by Don the Man here.
Yeah, big surprise there taking place for 8th place. It looks like Dave has fallen back to 8th place.
So right now he would still finish 7th.
Interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out.
That's right.
Less than half a second, Nick right there.
Nick is right there.
You're right, Dom. I think this is played out for Ollie. At 4 seconds now, he's about a second and change clear of the gap he needed.
Yeah, if Nick wants this win, he's going to have to get the move done quick and hustle.
Yeah.
Gonna have to use everything. His experience, his tires.
His good looks and his musical ability all have to come into
I
play
was-
here with
you see,
2.5 laps to go.
I was about to say good looks, but you would have ripped me open. I was going to say good looks, and I was like, you
poor
know
choice
what?
of words. Absolutely atrocious choice of words. So here we are, Nick looking for a place to pass,
Oh, here he
and
goes.
that's all the way
Side
down the
by
inside. He's gonna have the preferred line going into the corner, but Josh is gonna have
The
a chance to
DRS.
come back at him. This is the second time I've seen that in this race.
Nick goes defensive.
He has to,
Oh,
yeah.
huge
But
run.
Josh is gonna have a ton of momentum, and he's gonna try to come back around the outside. But
No, it's
they
very
trade.
close.
Yeah, and here comes Brent. Here comes Dustin. So we're kind of back to where we started, I think, where everyone's going to start to close up, and Ollie's going to be skipping away over there. But
Yeah, 2.5 second buffer between Nick and Ice One.
so Nick desperately trying to get to a second here on Josh.
Will Dave back off again?
Big slide from Nick. Big slide. Nick loses 3/10 in one corner there.
Oh man.
Matthew's in a right now.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh, I can't.
Lived in head.
I'm Matthew 7657 has got full. Whoa, hold on. Something
hit
doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right back here between 7th and 8th position. Does Dave opens the door. I don't know about that. Dave, don't you
And
want to secure the
up
2
front,
points?
Josh is going to have the DRS
That's right.
just barely on Nick.
Yep, he's got it.
And the only thing that could stop Ollie now is another 3-second penalty, which would just be ridiculous to see it happen that way. But that's about it. I mean, they're not going to catch him unless he spins out. They're racing each other. Brent and Dustin are closing up to these two. But
All I know is these tires better last 2 fucking laps.
there's Josh again. Good run with the DRS. He's going to get close, but not close enough to really make a move, I don't think, unless Nick
Yeah,
has another
but
slide.
I took the 2 laps ago with 70% wear before Randy, and they didn't. So
The car behind's catching you.
Oh,
It's Dustin
no.
with the 3 seconds.
It's tough. It's a tough track.
yeah, my tire light's orange.
It's going to come to the last lap here. Ollie's going to be taking the white flag. Brent desperately trying to get involved in this fight, but I think the only way that's going to happen is if these two start racing a little harder than this. Josh trying.
Randy, how far behind Dave are you?
Brent now within 1.67 seconds here. He's close.
Yeah.
Did you pit again, Randy? Oh, was it the guy in front of you?
Oh,
Stone
Hookster.
car, both of you guys.
Yeah, because that happened right in front of me on the start.
Josh
Right.
not going to be within DRS here, and unfortunately that might be it for him.
Oh, he did get DRS.
He did
He's
get
got
DRS.
He did. He got
it's
the wing
gonna have
open
to be-
now.
Your final lap.
It's going to have to be
Final lap of the race.
quite the effort to close that gap, even with the second DRS zone. Nick is going to have to make a mistake.
8/10.
Yeah,
Gonna get it again.
yeah, he's
It'll
going to get
close
it
him up
again.
for Sector 3, but he's gonna have to absolutely nail Sector 3.
Ollie way out in front. Ollie's reducing his pace a bit to make sure he doesn't get any more warnings. Josh down to 6/10. Brent right there if these two get to racing, but it's going to take a slide from Nick. But I think Nick's in good shape here. Brent has done a great job to catch up to this group, but little too late at this point. Looks like Nick has got everything under control. Ollie...
Ooh, Brent into the wall a little bit there. He was really pushing. Luckily, the barriers didn't catch his tire. And
Ollie's going to come across the line.
Good stuff.
Good race, Ollie. Good race,
fireworks below.
Yep.
It was a good race. Enjoyed that one.
Good, clean race. That was really good to see. Now, let's have a look at what's going on in, let's say, 8th. Yeah, we got Dave! Hey, look at him go! That's about as fast as that car's gone tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
My goodness, it's cured! Must be...
Well, I can still see his inputs. He's not pushing his fingers all the way down.
You know what it is?
Way in there, Dave.
It's been really hot in England recently, and I think it's having an effect on Dave.
Oh, man.
No man is right, but he's still going to come back in 8th. Which, oddly enough, is where he's finished in almost all the feature races this season.
I know, it's like a curse or something. Like,
it's a curse? Why would anybody deliberately drive slow when finishing 7th is just as good and gives you more points? But, you know, we don't have all those answers to those questions, so what can we do?
Get the pole.
Don the man is going to be starting 2nd. Ollie wins the feature race from pole position. I'm sure that was good for him. Very excited to do that on a track he enjoys very much. Now we're coming into the sprint race. Don the man, driver of the day.
He did it.
Look at how excited Ollie is here.
I'll
He's
take
thrilled.
it. Thanks, fans.
All right. So let's look at the standings here.
Yeah, let's get a picture of that. So with that, I can fairly certain say that Nick has won the 3rd season of Formula 2. Congratulations to Nick on a great season. Outside of something astronomical that I've miscalculated here, I'm fairly certain where he's in good shape going forward. But there's still one race left to run, and 2nd place is still up for grabs. And it's, I mean, just off the top of my head, Dom, it's going to be very close. Ollie having a good result here in the feature race. It's going to come down to the sprint race.
Exciting stuff. We will see what happens.
It helped because I'm fairly certain they were separated by 1 point, Ollie and Josh, going into this final series here. Josh did have a good run at Hungary, so if Ollie could match that sort of an effort, plus having won the pole in the feature race, that might be enough for Ollie to hold 2nd. But we'll have to see.
Well, I don't know about you, Joe, but my boots quiver and quake for Dave Hook, who starts on pole. I wish him the best. And all the others.
I mean, I wish him the best too. I like to play the game in my socks personally, but that's fine. It sounds like a very Canadian way to do it. Sounds like a very upstate New York way to do it. So Dave going to be starting up front here. Don's been quick, and I wonder how that's going to play out. I would be careful if I was Matt Dustin on the start.
Green. Good.
Two very aggressive drivers. Dave's got a good start. Don's going to come in there. Little bit of Dave's own medicine. Matt is choosing to go around the outside. I don't know about that. Dustin has gone around off something.
They're banging wheels.
Yeah, it's close. Brent is already up to third almost here.
God.
Oh, there goes the
Nick.
little hole
Winglet.
in the middle of the road. Dave and Don,
They're still banging wheels.
the double D's. Nick's got a penalty for corner cutting. Here comes Brent for second.
And here comes Safety Dance behind. Oh
Yep.
my God, they're all drafting around Dave.
They're all drafting, so it looks like, oh no, that is dangerous territory for Dave to be. Oh boy. Contact there.
Oh my God, I didn't know there was grass on this track until Dave.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
it's
this
three wide. It's
why
three
have you
wide.
put him in the middle? Oh, he's just bouncing off everybody. This is an awful accident.
Great.
It's an awful accident.
Oh my God.
Somebody rode somebody home.
I'm on the floor. I can't take it anymore.
Riding going on.
Oh no, Nick's around.
Oh.
Nick's in the fence. What's going on here? Nick has crashed.
Oh my God.
Go,
In the
Nick,
meantime,
go.
Dawn still up front.
You don't even have a wing up there.
Dawn's still up front. Brent looking for the lead here. Oh, it's gonna be tight.
Can anyone near me? I think I've got connection issues.
Yeah, we got you, Josh. We got you. We can hear you. You're still going.
I'm struggling. The cars are jumping about.
10-4.
He has no wing, so he can't do it.
Brent finally worked his way to the lead of one of these races. He's been up front all season.
I think I'm back. Don ahead, yeah? P3.
Yep, correct.
Yes, that is correct.
Yep, that's correct.
Dave
Yeah, I don't have it.
What?
I don't have it like I did in the last Abu Dhabi race.
Oh, big damage from the Hookster. Oh, the poor guy was just getting battered between two cars. It was like one of his films in the 80s.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, did Dustin not spin off on lap 1 and has now somehow climbed his way to 5th?
Yeah,
4th?
4th now.
My race is
Oh,
over. I put wet
well.
tyres on. Accident.
Matt's decided to put the wet tires on in a strategic bit of genius. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Oh,
if we can get it on board. Apparently his crew, they were confused. Oh, there he is on the wet tires. Let's get some video of this.
It's on the
Oh,
wet.
he is not accelerating the way he thought he would.
Wait,
Let's see
wow.
how it is in
Unbelievable.
the braking zone.
It's not good. It's not going to be good. As you
Oh,
can
boy.
see, there is
He's
no
in the
braking
blue zone.
zone big
It's
enough.
in the water.
Yeah, that's about where he needs to put that thing right now. Well, this is, when it comes to efforts of finishing 8th, this is a new technique, and Matt's around. Matt spun the car. Apparently what I've heard is he hit the wrong button. Dom, I think he hit the wrong button in the pits, that's what I'd heard.
Yeah, Josh, you had a front row seat to almost a disaster in that fucking guardrail.
I missed. What? I missed quite a bit. What, the start?
No, just now, the last lap.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
up
nearly
front,
followed you, to be honest.
Don is still not that far behind Brent. I wonder if Brent's pacing himself, trying not to make any mistakes.
I shouldn't have went with setup 4.
There you have it. Setup 4 seems to be what's causing Don. And
Yeah,
Don, didn't
that's-
you go with setup 4 last time?
Yeah.
And it worked for you last time, right?
Well, I didn't have fucking guys up my ass in the second corner either.
There you have it. Less guys in his ass, better results. Don the man. What are you laughing about, Josh? So we're coming to 2 laps to go here. Brent with a 1.5 second lead. Josh in third, but Don now putting in the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, it's the Dom line.
Oh, there it is. The Dawn line. We've all come to know that line through the first sector here at Abu Dhabi. Nick is now... Oh, there's the consequence of the Dawn line. It appears Dawn has been given a 2-second penalty. How the hell did he get a 2-second penalty? I didn't even know that was an option.
Nick's only got a 2 as well.
Because it's a sprint race. It's 2 in the sprint.
Yeah. 2 in the sprint, 3 in the...
That doesn't matter. We've been over this.
Yeah, don't do it, Josh. Don't do it. What'd you say, Dustin?
I thought we've been over this.
Yeah, we probably have.
No.
We probably have.
So much going on.
There's a lot of stimulus here, Dustin. We're doing the best we can. Dom, are you still there? Have I lost you? Yeah, it probably would be, Dustin, wouldn't it? Yeah. There's a lot of stimuli, and you know what? Just doing the best we can to work our way through all that information and have something coherent to say afterward. Now, Dom, are you still there? You got a copy on me, Dom? It appears we've lost Dom as well. Only to the dog, I can presume, is known as Stinky Baby, but Daisy. Probably. So, last lap here, Brent with the lead, knowing the second place car does indeed have a penalty. I'm fairly certain he's in control of the situation. Josh in third. Don continuing to use his line.
And the funny thing, Joe, that's not the corner I got the warning in. Or the penalty.
No. You got it in the next one?
That's fucking...
Turn
that
12.
fucking left-right before the chicane.
I got you.
I think that is turn 12.
So, after all of the laps running this season, all the stimuli, we're coming to the conclusion here into Sector 3. It does appear that Brent is in good shape. He is definitely coming under fire from Don here. I can't imagine that...
Fuck.
Well,
Oh my...
whoa, Don sent it deep. Real deep. And that's gonna be it
your
for
breath
that.
away there, Joe.
It did, because he left the screen, Dustin. He left the screen, and it was, as we discussed, a little too much for me. I didn't know where he was going to come back out, so it was frightening.
Because I didn't want to get hauled up by Brent, but I was trying to keep 2 seconds ahead of Josh.
Yep.
I was at 1.8 at the time.
So here comes Brent to win the sprint race. Congratulations, Brent. Don is going to fall to third. Fourth is going to be Dustin.
I'll take it the way this night's going.
And there you have it. Don will take it. Nick's going to come back fifth. Here comes Randy. He's going to come across the line shortly now for sixth.
Hey, Dave, it doesn't matter if you get 8th place in the sprint race.
He's going for consistency.
Aw, Dave.
I actually got bit by a mosquito during that race.
What do you get for 8 every turn?
I like 4th place is my favorite.
Ah, yeah. Driver of the day is Brett. Suit doesn't match the car, but, you know, what can you do? Funds are tight.
Sponsors there. Sponsors.
Yeah, look how excited he is. Oh, it appears who is that? No, that's you, Josh. Soaking him down there. Yeah. Don's well, you did. You soaked down Brent there. Pretty good.
So
you and Brent
so in the sprint race, second and third don't mean a fucking thing. Difference.
How do you mean?
Because we both get 12 points.
No, you got 2 points for fastest lap.
Oh, is that how it worked?
Yeah, so you got 10 for third and then 2 for fastest lap.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks like Dustin has
that lap.
That's his lap.
No.
Why does
Dustin
Dustin's
had the
lap
fastest lap in
purple?
the feature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. So there's just three different result screens. There's the week. Yep. Yep. So it's pretty safe to say that Josh, you'll be second in the standings. I'll calculate everything up, but
yeah, I think I am now. Ollie was out, and I had to keep close to Brent, and we tied in these 2 races. So I think I should be okay.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'll calculate that stuff. Steph's not cooking yet, so I got a little bit of time, and I can calculate that right after the races. But good race tonight, guys. So for next week, the plan is to do a test race with the 21 game. I'll post a track in the chats and on the PlayStation messages to those of you who aren't in them for next week. It'll just be just to see if everything works like it's supposed to, but I can't imagine there's going to be any real problems. The game is very similar in most ways. I think some of the differences are basically physics-related stuff, like the curbs are a little bit more.
See, there's some of us
difficult.
using PS4 copies, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
That
won't be an issue.
That it has it has, like, according to the early forums, I don't know if the patch today for 2021 fixed it, but as of on launch, people on like 5s playing with people in 4s, yeah, connecting to each other were fine, but lobbies have been crashing, according to the forums.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had.
So I wonder if that was why they patched it today to fix that.
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, I myself have not had any issues because I have I've been playing it. I played it online a little bit, and I can be rest assured I wasn't playing with any just all PS5 guys. So, and it seemed okay, but we'll find out. I mean, that's the point of testing it, and we'll see how that goes. But I expect that it'll be okay. I've had my internet just checked last week. Everything looks good for hosting the races, so yeah, shouldn't be any problem. So, good races tonight, guys. There was some really good action back and forth, and there was some good racing for 8th place too. Congratulations on that, Dave.
Yeah, the action was hot.
You back, Dom?
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I almost had an emergency with Stinky Baby.
Yeah, I can imagine that it was the dog that had the emergency, not you.
You should have smelt it outside. My God.
That's great.
She put the stinky stench in Stinky Baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. It was
something.
Cool story, Dom.
Yeah, so while Dom's outside smelling his dog's fecal matter, yeah, so...
No, I wasn't smelling it. I mean, it was something. It was a bomb going off. She was super stinky. If she was a human, I mean, she'd be ashamed of herself.
Yeah, and she'd also be shitting in your backyard, which wouldn't look very good for a human either. So, good race tonight, guys.
Oh, guess what, Joe? Just for the record, F1 2020 is already deleted.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Right on it.
Well, I mean, if it... I actually went ahead and installed it on the PS4 Pro so that I can play it there if I want to relive the past. But I understand.
Do you still play F1 2016, Joe?
Believe it or not, I don't go back to 16, but I have played 17, and I also love to go back and play 2010. So
I still play 2010, my favourite ever F1
Yeah.
game.
yeah, 2010 is still a good time, especially on the computer when you can upscale the
as-
graphics and everything.
As Gomez, or was it MK called? I think it was Gomez. I'm gonna go finish a soap opera on F1 2021.
I think I just heard some music. Dom, did you hear that?
I did hear it.
It appears the champion is playing us a little ditty. I think that was him, but we'll never know for sure. We can never be certain.
But yeah, Gomez, that is a good way to describe it. A fucking soap opera.
I liked it. I really liked it.
But
I think, guys.
yeah, good
Been a
race
pleasure.
tonight, guys. Congratulations, Nick. Congratulations,
Yeah, well
Josh,
done,
on
Nick.
second.
Well done, Nick.
Yeah, good racing tonight. Everyone had a good.
It was the feature races at the start of the season that got Nick away and gone, really. Me,
Yeah,
Brent, and Ollie just couldn't catch him from there, but well done, well deserved.
yeah. Yeah, so good job, guys. Good job for everyone. And I will keep you guys posted about next week, but it will be a testing race, so nothing too serious, just to make sure that everything works. And Dom, do you think you can make the test race?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't know if, Stinky
I
was going to
don't-
be...
I don't
No?
think I'm
Yep.
buying the game though.
Okay. So you're going to be... How are you
Make
going
the
to
race,
do...
buddy.
No,
I get it.
I can make the Monday, like I can be there with you guys for emotional support, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to race,
Okay. So we'll touch
Really,
base
you
on all that.
don't like us anymore? Is there an
this?
explanation?
Yeah, I think it's just an
available?
emotional roller coaster that he's on over there with Stinky Baby. But
Well,
I-
last we talked about this, I thought Josh was going to be a holdout. Are you buying the
I've
game,
still not, I've
Josh?
still actually not got the game yet, so I might still not. But there you go.
so,
We'll
well,
see.
let's not encourage him, Gomez. Let's weigh on the
All right,
side
I'm
of
kind of
positivity. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm interested
see.
in why. I'm kind of interested in why.
Well,
It is £60.
it's £60
Yeah,
for
that's
us
crazy.
here, which is a ridiculous amount of money for starters. And not only that, but you get less stuff once again. You get a fucking shitty breaking point fucking thing with all this shit animation that no
Well,
one
I just
wants
said that I
apart from-
really liked it.
apart from big F1 YouTubers.
have to
It's
give you
actually
that,
not.
but I really liked it, so...
Well, you're in a minority, but if you like it, that's up to you. But I think it's just pumping more shit in that no one wants to get rid of the stuff that people do want. We've not got the full
I
calendar
consider
in there
myself
yet.
people, still.
Well, but from my personal perspective, I'm sick of
Okay,
Codemasters.
that's good.
I've always
That's good.
hated EA.
I'm glad that you said from my personal perspective.
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Do you know when they're going to be adding the tracks, Josh?
Not a clue. Probably you're going to charge you £10 for doing it, to be honest with you, knowing fucking EA. Well,
I
there you
hope
go.
not. From what I read, it was going to be
Per
free, but
track.
I certainly hope not. There's going to be 3 more tracks added, hopefully very soon. That would be good.
Well, I mean,
I
Jeddah's
think,
Jeddah's always been on the calendar, hasn't it? So they've got no excuse with that one.
Yeah. Isn't the Portuguese track going to be on there too?
Yes, that should be on there, and I think the
That's
other one's
pretty cool.
Imola. Is it Imola?
Is it? Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Portuguese track at least. I
You
don't know.
said what was the
looks
first one? Fort?
The new Jeddah circuit in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
like. Oh, that'll be cool. Is it a street
Dom,
track?
is that why you're boycotting it also? You just you don't like
No,
the
no.
way it's presented.
No, I'll get the game.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, God,
okay.
look at this. He just tries to make out like there's some fucking drama.
Yeah, it's honestly it's like he knows his contract for broadcasting is coming to an end, and he's gonna have to
Speaking of
renegotiate
which,
it.
I
So
gotta end my stream.
yeah. So,
Yeah, basically, the reason why I don't want to get it is because I don't want to line the pockets of people that make shit games all the time. I've been paying them for 10 years, and they've never been as good as 2010 since, so I really am struggling to see the point.
because you like us so much.
Yeah, but, I don't know if I'm... I don't know if you're
Here
worth
comes the hurtful part. How much do you like us, Josh?
Yeah, I don't
But that's
think-
crazy. £60. It's only $60 in America, so that's
Exactly.
kind of crazy. You guys are
Works
going to
out
charge
about
more for it.
$45 for... Yeah, it's because of Brexit. Well, that's what they blame it on anyway. There you go.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, good race from you tonight, Josh. You had some really good results.
I was surprised at Hungary because I was struggling. And same with Abu Dhabi, I had a crap qualifying. I thought, oh, maybe get 4th and 2 podiums.
Yeah.
So really happy.
Yeah, the only thing you struggled with tonight was the maths. Honestly.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
that was a problem, wasn't it? 3
times 4 really got you there. That was a tricky one.
That's right.
And
the only thing Joe and Dom struggled with was their fucking announcing.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Dom really didn't bother.
I tried my best, Don. It was just it's not easy, and my co-commentator he's definitely having some trouble with the stinky baby, but with practice get better at it, and I've learned a valuable lesson about the word stimulus and stimuli tonight, which was something that I can carry forward through the week.
Right at the end of the night as well, so. It'll stay there in your brain.
Yeah, I know. I really hope so. I really hope that, at some point this week I can use that and,
then feel smug about it.
And, I'm going to definitely make use of the 3 times 4 is 9 scenario.
No, 3 times 3 is 12, actually, was the correct way of doing it.
That's right. I did it backwards.
You did.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, so... All right, guys. Thanks for racing tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good, safe week.
Yeah. I hope to see you guys next week, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. So have a good week, guys. Thank you again.
Yeah. All right.
Good night, guys.
Good night,
bye,
everybody.
bye, guys. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
bye. Great job, Nick. Bye, 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 bye.